Welcome to the fingerwork section of the How Do I page of Simply Flute. Now, fingers are notoriously difficult and complicated creatures, and if we are to be able to approach and play all of the music that is written for the flute, we are going to need to have consummate control of our fingers. Sadly, there are absolutely zero shortcuts when it comes to fingerwork. We have to realize that the muscles that close the hand are infinitely stronger than the muscles that open. We're very used from a very early age as well, gripping things and holding onto things, holding onto a mother's hand because you don't want to fall over, clutching at food on the plate because you're hungry. But we rarely open the hands quickly. So it follows that we should actually concentrate on exercises which encourage us to open the fingers of the hand more swiftly. Of course, many exercises, many repetitive exercises have been written to help with this problem. But here at Simply Flute, we passionately believe on improving our technique through music as well as simply through technique. So all of our exercises have shape. They've got phrases in them, and it's only through phrases that we can actually truly work on developing a solid but also musical finger technique. So we understand that from this, music and technique combined will give us all a voice. Now, we have to be careful because fingerwork is incredibly physical. If we're doing something repetitive, we run the risk of creating strains both in our hands, in our arms, in our shoulders, and elsewhere throughout the body. So we have to remember that all of us are in charge of our own bodies. If we find that something is hurting because of over-practice, then we have to address that as well. So with fingers, it's very important that firstly, they are never bullied, and that secondly, anything that is repetitive is approached slowly at first and then very gently over a long period of time that can be quickened up into something which will enable you to play Flight of the Bumblebee quicker than anyone else. Now, if you don't mind me suggesting this, when you have a good understanding of what it is your fingers need to do and you've got good finger ability, may I suggest that when you're playing B flat, in B flat 1 and B flat 2, you use either this long fingering or that long fingering. It's not important or crucial, of course, when you're playing your pieces. You play whichever feels more comfortable. But if we are going to have a really solid technique, it's useful to have good awareness of that fingering. Equally, if you're playing C2 or E2, always try to remember to put your little finger or pinky down on the D sharp key for C2 and E2.